Hey there, guys. Welcome. I am the Terminator. Welcome, and ready for another anime review. Finally, something that I actually like and have really no real problems with the anime, except for a few little things. But I mean, we're talking very small things compared to a lot of animes I'm very harsh on. Let me explain what an anime should do. Take a note from this anime and kind of run with that and try to be as good as that, good quality. Okay, now let me explain the reason for my critique. Basically, I just wanted to explain how great this anime is. Now, if say if you want to watch a dungeon anime, but you're sick and tired of freaking repeats, and I don't need to go tell you exactly how to pick girls in dungeons. That anime is such an over repeat, and it gets old and old and old. My point is finally something completely different. It's about survival of the fittest. Gotta love it. Sounds good, and it has a good kind of starting off, and that's the kind of way that this anime starts off, and it's just a really awesome, fantastic anime, hands down one of the best that you can bank on, that you could watch right now and enjoy. Only problem is they put the vampire girl, who's basically looks like a Lala, but she's actually like 100 something years old. But whatever, semantics. But she's naked in a lot of the dungeon. My problem is that it kind of pisses me off. That's one small little pet peeve that I actually have with the overall anime. That's kind of wow. Seriously, that's it. I don't really have any really bad things to throw at this anime. It's a really great anime. I have nothing bad to say. I literally can't say anything. I can't crap on it. It's a golden jewel. Now, the picture art doesn't really look that great, but granted, semantics. But anyway, so back to the point at hand. Yeah, I don't really say that very often, right? Okay, I did make sure that there was no nudity, and I'm not scrolling down because I cannot afford to put any nudity on the page. Anyway, but the interesting part was I'm looking at where he shows up with the vehicle and stuff like that. I felt like the moderation of getting guns in the dungeon was like, this is way beyond the level of them being able to do this, and I'm like, okay, that's probably not exactly a good thing to keep showing up guns, John. And it just, like, every single day, it's just nothing but guns. And I'm like, wait a minute, dude. This is a dungeon. You're supposed to be using a sword. What the hell? That's my only really pet peeve. But that's a small fraction. And I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. That's why I can sit back and just eat some popcorn when I watch this anime. Because when you watch it, you're getting something good to eat. You can digest it. You can swallow it. But you can't do it on how to pick girls up in a dungeon. Can't do that. Well, the first season you were able to do that, but you can't do it now for whatever reason, right? So there you go. There's your answer. Maybe you didn't want to admit it, but that anime did suck on the second season. Just terrible. Anyway, now if you don't like the nudity, I understand. There's not very much nudity comparison. It's just that she's naked, and you know that, you see that to an extent, but you don't exactly see her with her, stuff all hanging out. But the thing is, because she doesn't have any, she's flat chested. So, but you do see her butt, and I think that's a little bit. Why we didn't need to see that. We don't, and they keep on like showing it, and it's like, stop it. See, that's my pet peeve. This would have been a really great anime to kind of show everybody, like, oh, this is what an anime should be like. Put this in your little icon view, but unfortunately, because of the older content, I have to throw it out there and say, well, just skip that little part if you can. But anyway, this is one of those few animes that I gotta say I've been completely wowed, because the main character has great tactics and stuff like that. Even though he's not really supposed to be like this really powerful, awesome dude, he's actually just supposed to be some weakling mage that basically barely could cut it. So, interesting twist. This couldn't have been better happened. His situation couldn't have been better. One of his teammates in the dungeon literally screwed him at the end. Made him actually, forced him to basically go down to the bottom of the dungeon. If it be me, oh man, I think I'd kill that person. And I don't think anybody would stop you. And why would they? And why should they? Anyway, but back to the point at hand. Great fabulous plot. Great fabulous just diagram is off the charts on this anime. They have so much going on, but it's in a good way. And it's like, you don't have to worry about fire poto, fire poto. It's like, yeah, you kind of see that being a problem. At least this guy has class. And, and he's not even supposed to be that guy, but at least he's got a little bit of class when it comes to being stupid like that. Anyway, but back to the point, you can definitely tell there's a difference between the silver-haired little scrub to this. Take this character and put him in the, how to pick a girl's up in a dungeon. I think he could learn a few things. I think he could learn a lot. Replace these characters, then again, I wouldn't want that to happen either way, but because the main character from How to Pick a Girl Up in a Dungeon is just so trash. So trash. I've always hated him, surely. And I enjoyed watching him getting his beat faced in, knocked in, but then I'm like, wait a minute, hold on the phone here. He's supposed to be the main character. He's supposed to be bad to the bone. But yet, he's getting his butt kicked by a level 3. I'm like, that didn't make no sense. Anyway, but I'm talking about two separately animes, but anyway. I just didn't really have anything bad to say about this anime, so it's really hard to come up with something to say other than I love the gauntlet. I've been looking at these pictures and I hadn't even seen the rest of the anime, and I'm already seeing an extra character. I don't know who this is. I'm very just like, what? I guess some new characters are going to be put into this thing, and then I see a gun right here attached, and I'm like, oh my god, that looks awesome. Now, I don't know why she has a freaking gun. Come on now. Stop that. It's like, oh gosh, he probably built it for her. Anyway, I don't want to take too many, go down to the screen down a little bit too far, but this is what he looked like before he became the guy who he is. But he made a decision in the back of his head, like, I'm going to survive. I'm going to eat the food out of the monsters so I can survive. And, that's not all bad. I mean, again, I could get behind this main character over the stupid little kid in freaking, the other dungeon. How to Pick a Girl Up in a Dungeon. Yeah, I'm gonna take this guy over that any day of the week. Just no. No way. Anyway, but yeah, this is definitely better anime than that anime by far. It totally kicks its butt, and I'd say that this anime is actually rivals Goblin Slayer. It almost rivals it in a way, of sense on how good it is. Because Goblin Slayer was really good, and it was really hard to critique that. Maybe I'll do a review of it. I did have a review on Twitch a long time ago, but it got deleted, obviously. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. If you have any comments, put them down below. Yeah, pretty much it. All right, thanks guys for watching. Bye.